There are several different calendars out there right now that people are working with. One of them is a Mayan calendar. And there's another calendar right now that's telling us we're in this new wave of awakening, and we're actually going through a period called the ninth wave. And today, June 10th, we're actually in the third night of the ninth wave. And basically what that means, or what I'm seeing for especially a lot of my friends who are consciously aware, who are awake, we're going through what is known as the dark night of the soul. If you pay attention to your life, what is going on right now or previously, but we have these periods where we feel totally abandoned. We feel like we're the only one going through it. Our spirit, we're dealing with so much spiritually that we're just completely numb. And the dark night of the soul is so ironic because the way life sets up this dark night of the soul, it makes sure you're in a position that no one is there to help you. No one is there to rescue you. If you're going through a financial dark night of the soul, then anyone you had before who you could count on to help you out, borrow money, hold you up, their finances will be depleted before you enter your dark night of the soul. So if you're the strongest one in your circle, let's say spiritually, chances are all the other people who you could count on or call on before, they're gone when you begin to enter your dark night of the soul. Because the reason for the dark night of the soul is a purging. It's there to take you to another level. And when we're going through it, we can't see it. We can't see the purpose because it is so painful. In my mind, it's one of the most painful things that you could experience in life because you feel totally alone, you feel totally abandoned, and you just feel like everything that you've done for all your life is not working, it's not making sense, and the walls come crashing down rather. I remember the first dark night that I went through, I couldn't see my way out. It just, nothing, I was in my mid-20s, nothing was working, my life was just collapsing all around me. Finances, I was accustomed to making money all my life, and then my finances collapsed, I'm homeless, nothing is working. But after I came out and looking back, I realized this was so necessary to get me to that next level because the level of arrogance that I was walking through this world with, I needed to purge that. And I had a very humbling, humiliating situation that burned some of this ego consciousness off and allowed me to navigate the world without a lot of judgment. So if you're experiencing one of these dark nights of the soul, the first thing that you need to remember, there's a scripture that says, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." And the truth that you have to bring back into your conscious mind and remember is that, again, nothing bad happens to me. Only good things happen to me. The other thing that I affirm when I'm going through these situations is God, no matter what comes down the path, together you and I can handle it. Because you know, once you understand the past lives and you understand all these different connections, you're never alone. You're here with so much more spiritual help than you could realize. And a lot of times you do realize it, but when you're going through the dark night of the soul, you feel completely abandoned. You feel completely weak, you feel completely numb, and you feel almost without a sense of power. So you have to get back to that truth of knowing that, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Because when you come out through this, because the dark night of the soul is just basically a purging to set you up to the next level. You don't go through the dark night of the soul and not come out on the other side to a promotion. Everything that you're going through, everything that you're experiencing, even though it seems so dark, it seems so hopeless, it seems like you're in this alone and you don't know how your spirit is going to endure this, it is a purging to take you to another side, to take you out. This is a divine date that you have with destiny. And this is something that you signed up for. It is a contract, a soul agreement that you made. That when I get to this point, I'm going to need another lesson. I'm going to need another reminder. I'm going to need to be reminded of how strong I am, my strength. And I will go through this soul, this dark night rather, and I'll come out on the other side so much better. And just going through it, you have to stay grounded, you have to stay centered, because a lot of times we just tend to forget because it's so painful. It's such a painful experience. You have to constantly remind yourself, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. You're not going to go through this, you're going to grow through this. Because on the other side, once you develop the muster and you realize, whatever this is, I can endure it. I know there's a lesson here someplace, and I want to find the lesson. And you calm your mind and get quiet, you will be able to navigate your way through this. And I guarantee you, when you come out on the other side, your life will be so much better. When I came out on the other side of my second dark night of the soul, everything changed. My life as I knew it, within an instant, everything changed. People who were in my life for 18, 20 years, they fell to the wayside. And it was an opening for new people, new energy, new vibration to come on in. And that new vibration was enough to elevate me to another level. So all I can say to you right now is, I know people out there facing challenges, facing a tough time. You're feeling all alone, you're feeling numb. But stay in the truth. Stay centered in the truth. Only good things happen to me. I didn't come here to go through this. I came here to grow through this. Based on this ninth wave of energy that we're in, based on this higher consciousness that we're going into, a lot of new leaders are being prepared and are being promoted to basically lead this new idea, this new generation of peace, of truth, of unity. So bear in mind that when you pray, because I had a friend of mine once and she was just going through a lot of stuff, turbulent time. And when I sat down with her to try to figure out why her life was taking on this direction, she's meeting all sort of vile and vindictive and vicious people, and her life was just a mess. And I said, well, what have you been praying for? She said, I've been praying, asking God to allow me to be able to love in the manner that He loves. Well, of course you're going to meet all these people that's going to test your ability to love. And that's what goes on in the dark night of the soul. You're meeting all these different situations that's testing your ability to come out of the situation in grace, gracefully, lovingly, peacefully, knowing your strength, coming out knowing that whatever it is I can handle, I can endure this, I'm greater than this. Only good things happen to me. So if it's happening to me, it's got to be good, because I ain't no liar. So you have to talk yourself through it, and that level of encouragement will walk you through, because no one, when you're going through this dark night of the soul, there is absolutely no rescue. It is something you have to face in order to erase. So might as well just go through it gracefully, because there is no rescue. Don't drag your feet, just keep it moving, knowing that you're actually being prepared for your promotion. So we'll definitely talk more tomorrow. Just remember, you're so much more than you've been told, and you're so much more than you remember that you are. Again, in the words of Russell Simmons, thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.